Welcome, this is Gunner, and we're back with some more Factorio. And right now, I am out in the wilderness trying to fight biters. How is it going for you, Rotype?
Still trying to get our iron down to the end of the bus. I think my fancy priority splitter things are making it a little more complicated than it should be. But I'm stubborn and I'm going to stick to the priority splitters and just make them faster, and I think that will solve the problem. Temporarily, at least.
Not exactly sure the right path to get over these biters I'm trying to get to. I don't know if there's going to be an easy one. Fortunately, I do have robots with me with repair packs that can repair me as I take damage. Oh, there are a lot of biters over here. Jeez. Probably why they were expanding in the first place, because there are, let's see. Open up the map here real quick. We've got 1, 2, I mean, this is just one big one, so 1, I'll call that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 all in one area. Maybe 8 over there.
Yeah. They're going to start getting a little nasty, so part of my impetus to try and get the iron down the bus is to restart purple science so we can finish this nuclear research and then move on to a couple more combat researches just to make sure we don't get obliterated when the biters really start getting nasty. Looks like we're having a circuit shortage as well. I'll go investigate that.
Oh boy. I might have to run away now. Yeah, it's starting to the point where I don't think I can handle this by myself.
You can't just parade in.
Yeah, because they ate through more than half my armor there. And they're killing my robots as well. But I'm trying to save them. Okay, I think we got out of that one okay.
Yeah, I think we will continue to... I want to continue this research, even though I guess it does save if you... oh, we have no circuits because we have no copper. Why do we have no copper? Like none at all. Let's check the logistics network. No copper ore in the logistics network. And the copper train is turned off. Well, that's dumb. Turn on the copper train.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, I probably did at some point. If you don't turn them off every once in a while, you'll end up with like hundreds of thousands of ore in your boxes, and you'll end up like filling your storage with just ore that you're not using that fast. So I think I did that with the copper, and then we slowly eventually drained all the copper, and now the train is off. Might as well just make a second train. Well, never mind. We'll survive.
What is this for? Oh, there's probably a radar up here. Yep. Okay. Now is there a way for us to get better weapons than we have, or is this pretty much it?
Yeah, so that's what I was talking about. I want to finish the Covarex enrichment process because that will get us the ability to get going on some of the nuclear research, and it's, you know, almost all the, well, maybe about 2/3 of the way done. After that, we can dig into some more of the military stuff. So we have, let's see, we can start getting cannon shell damage if we want to start using the tank's cannon. We can upgrade that. We can upgrade our turrets, which will be useful for, you know, the base. Let's see, what else do we have in here? We can, our shotgun is very much not upgraded right now, so that will get a lot useful. The shotgun is pretty powerful when it's all the way upgraded, so we can certainly do that. We also haven't really done combat robotics like at all, so that's a kind of a fun thing that I don't know if I've even mentioned it to you about it. But we can get into combat robotics, which is something that'll be fun and useful. So yeah, we definitely have some things that we can do to make sure we don't get run over.
Okay, most of our oil processing is down there. I'm gonna end up. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, I'll just leave the tank up here. Hopefully, I remember it's there.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've said that and just never ever remember.
Well, this stage we've
I
got
don't know
vehicles
where my car is now.
strewn all over the place.
We're missing bricks, huh? I don't believe you. What is this box right here? This box has bricks. Yeah, okay. Stupid robots. Complaining they're missing stuff when they're clearly not.
All right, I may or may not covertly start manufacturing things that I may or may not tell you about.
As long as it's neat and off the radar, because as you can see, I can just spy on you. Although I'm more likely to forget and or get run over by a train.
Okay.
So I think we're getting to a point where, I mean, we talked about this a little while ago. We're definitely past any of the largest bases I've ever built, but we're getting to a point where our smelting needs to be expanded because we need to start upgrading our belts to red, but we are kind of like boxed in where like trying to figure out a new place to do more smelting. I've never had this problem before because I've never built a base this big before. I think what we can do, hopefully this research gets going now that we're actually producing some purple science. And then we can get rid of all of those steam engines, build like 1 or 2 nuclear engines, nuclear, whatever they're called. I don't even know where, here they are. Some centrifuges and nuclear reactors, and that'll take up way less space. Yeah, something's definitely broken here. This. Ah, stupid. One more.
I think this pipe is supposed to be petroleum, but or light oil. I can't tell that for sure because I don't think there's any light oil in it.
Yeah, the pump is turned off because
Doesn't need to be that way.
yeah, whatever the circuit condition is, probably.
Okay,
Oh,
but
because we have enough petroleum, it's not gonna crack more because we don't need it. If you need light oil, I would suggest you pull it from like kind of the main fluid bus near the tank somewhere. Pull it from, go to your left. Here, let me just pull it from there.
all right.
This seems to be the easiest way to designate. All right, looks like our iron problems are doing much better now. Yeah, so now we have the circuit problem, which I believe is a copper problem, which is slowly being solved.
Well, you know what I'm doing now. See, that's.
Hey, I like flamethrower ammo. It's cool. I mean, it's great for lighting the bases on fire. I don't know if you just kind of hit it briefly with some flamethrower, if it'll just burn until it dies, or if it kind of extinguishes itself after some amount of time. I suggest you go experiment.
What I'm gonna work on. Not that good.
Also, what do we need for the new armor? That's another thing I want. Power armor. Oh wait, what am I on? Yeah, I want power armor Mark II. We need some modules.
Steel. Oh, that's iron, not steel.
I love being able to just place a blueprint and walk away. Where are you? What do you? Oh, no! Don't do that. I'll show you a better way to do this. Like this. And we want steel. There we go.
Oh, that's cheating with robots.
Well,
But I get your point.
It is a little bit, but it's just easier.
Well, to divert steel for just that one thing at this point is probably a silly thing to do anyway.
Now
Okay.
the question is there any steel in the network? I'm just gonna... I wish once you pushed L, it jumped right into the search instead of having to click it, so I could, do faster. Steel, that's what I'm looking for. There's no steel in the network, so I will go do that. Beneficial to have steel in network anyway.
Okay, so I do want a active provider chest for people being able to pick this up from the logistics network, right?
You want a passive. Generally, you want a passive provider because an active provider will mean that it gets shipped off to storage, versus a passive provider, it'll just stay there. So in general, you probably just want a passive.
Okay.
I don't know if we're making chests in the network.
Well, I already made one, so.
I pushed the wrong button and accidentally fired flamethrower in the middle of the base. We have 2 passive provider chests in the network. It sounds like we're not building them and they just got stuck in the network somewhere.
All right, well, that's fine. I made one myself, so we're good to go.
We need to get steel in the network.
Oh.
That's why they're not delivering. So I'm just gonna put it. I'm gonna put it right up here. Just gonna say, put one there. Take some. Connect to the network and say if there's less than. I don't know. We don't need that much steel in the network. If there's less than like 500 steel in the network, it's going to add steel to the network.
Robots are part of the network, aren't they? The robot production.
I believe that's the way I set it up. Yeah, let me go look. Yeah, so it looks like the factory makes robots and dumps them into the network. And then if the network determines that it needs more robots, it requests them. And they get actually put into the system as opposed to just sitting in a box.
Okay.
And this bothers me because it's not lined up.
Oh, so if I request 50 robots and the logistics system, I'm not going to get any then, I'm guessing? Is what you're telling me there?
Let's see.
I mean, I already did,
Robot.
so. We'll find out.
Yeah, so there aren't any actually in the robot in the network, and it actually looks like a production problem. So what should happen is the factories will make a bunch of robots, and they'll be put in boxes. The system will request them to be added only if it needs it, so there'll be like a buffer. But they're not being made right now, and I'm not sure why that is.
All right, it's okay. I got what I wanted anyway.
Well, now it bothers me that I don't know why. Oh, batteries. Okay, why are the batteries not being made? Iron. What? Something got worked.
Put that in my list. I would like to say
Oh. I know what happened.
30, 20 is fine.
There we go. Okay.
All right. Now we're off to test the... Probably going to be using it from a tank, though. I forget. How do I change from one weapon to another? Is it tab? Yes,
I don't remember. The default is
tab.
Q maybe or tab. Yeah, I don't remember. Mine is, I clearly rebound mine to. I rebound mine to caps lock because I don't know. At some point, I thought that was a good idea.
The solar panel network finally got finished.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're slowly like filling in the resources we're not making, and you know, things are getting built. You can see we only need 29 construction chests, storage chests now. They're slowly being built. We have no miners for blue science, though. Why is that? They just too slow? Oh, they don't have gears. Gears are too slow. Well, we're gonna do another gear factory then. I thought I did the ratio right, but at one point it doesn't matter.
I think I remember we tested this, and for whatever reason, the flamer fuel, when you're using it in the tank, does not light trees on fire, correct? It's from last time we did this.
Really?
I mean, we can check it.
I don't remember that, but
I'll check it here in a bit. Once I get in the tank.
It's also something that's kind of weird, and we've had a couple patches of the game since then, so it's possible even if at one point that was the case, now they patched it to make sense.
Oh, we'll find out here in a second.
Huh.
Nope.
Oh, you're right. I do remember that.
Burns them down. That's all it does.
Yeah. That's really weird. They should fix that. That's dumb. So I wonder, it probably won't light the bases on fire either. It'll probably just do the damage. That's so dumb.
I would imagine. So you're saying that probably the flamers on foot would be much more effective than in the tank?
I would, yeah. I mean, in my mind, one of the best, or the best feature of the flamethrower is that, you know, damage per second that persists, not just when you're, you know, standing there shooting it. And if that's not actually how it works, then that sounds dumb.
Oh, we'll see in a second. I'm right next to a base. So, here I come. It does not look like it lights them on fire. Looks like it does set damage. As a matter of fact, the damage is pretty awful.
Yeah, I think the benefit is really in the continued damage.
That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, that's pretty lame.
I mean, it's okay from the standpoint of, like, if I'm on foot. But if I'm going towards a big biter base, I'm not going to want to be on foot, so...
Right.
At least that's my thinking on it. But maybe I can burn...
Yeah, I might actually put a,
Maybe I can burn out the biters by lighting the forest on fire and doing a forest fire. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah, I think I've seen people go with that strategy before. It's Certainly, if they're nearby, they'll get damaged.
Oh, nearby within like a mile or two, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know about that one. They'll just get pollution dumped on them and get agitated.
Well, either way, it's fun.
Well, that's the important part.
Alright, there goes the flamer fuel that I had. Alright, well, I'll take care of this the old-fashioned way, but this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner and Rotype, signing out.